This is weird. Hi, everybody. Hey, what are you guys up to? No, I'm kidding. This is coming from from Off-Grid Survival. Another government shutdown looming. Food stamps could cut off 46 million, September 23, 2015. I know they've been saying that they want to do a government shutdown because nobody would defund Planned Parenthood. I know there's a government shutdown scheduled for sometime in early October. I don't know if that's going to go through. I forget what that's even about, but hopefully it'll say here. This is coming from Off-Grid Survival. Another government shutdown looming. Food stamps could be cut off for 46 million. That's a nice little Civil War or type number. Anyways, there's a growing possibility government could yet again shut down as Congress again struggles to pass a budget for October 1st. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so it wasn't just insane on the date. I said early October. We could see a repeat of the 2013 government shutdown, the shutdown where President Obama punished the American people but closed the entire national park system and then threatened to arrest anyone who entered the parks. God, that was 2 years ago? That's insane. This year's budget crisis has been further complicated because of the battle of federal funding of Planned Parenthood. See, I was smart about that. I knew about that. And a group's involvement in selling aborted baby parts on the open market. Democrats refusing to defund the group, even after multiple videos surfaced showing groups proving illegal sale of aborted babies. So, should the shutdown occur, it could bring trouble on the streets, benefits of 46 million people on food stamps that will be cut off. Now, this is always going to be some level of, oh shit, but this is something that's going to be oh shit, and they're talking, this one's going to be about 2 weeks. Now, that's what I've heard. I forget all the major sources, but they say this one's going to be about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, no federales. No federales. Está 2 weeks. Or whatever. If Congress does not... Alright, so this is coming from the Agricultural Department on Tuesday that will stop providing benefits October 1st. Congress does not pass legislation to keep government agencies open. If Congress does not avert a lapse in appropriations, the USDA will not have enough funding necessary for SNAP benefits, heavier food stamps, etc. in October and will be forced to stop providing benefits within the first several days of October, said Carolyn Cochran, spokeswoman for the USDA. Once this occurs, families won't be able to use their benefits at grocery stores to buy their food for their families. So what does this mean? This means USDA just told you that if the bill isn't passed by October 1, that the 46 million or supposed 46 million are going to be cut off. This means within the first few days of October, and it'll be forced to stop providing benefits within several days of October, said Catherine Cochran, U.S. spokesman of USDA. Once that occurs, families won't be able to use their benefits at grocery stores to buy food for their families. I'm going to go here and I'm going to talk one quick second about something because I saw some statistics that I want to go into real quick down here. Make sure I'm on this. Yes, I am. Good. All right. So basically, this is it right here. Whether it's the government shutdown or some future economic crisis, the writing seems to be on the wall. At some point, these government welfare programs are going to collapse. This is going to happen. There is no avoiding it. At some point in the near future, probably. There's simply no way that the government that sits on an $18.2 trillion debt with unfunded liabilities that exceed $200 trillion can continue to keep handling out money to people who refuse to work or can't find work. When President Obama took office, 28.2 million received food stamp benefits. The number is now well over 46 million. These government programs were intended to provide a lifeline to those in need, not pay for lifelong victims who milk the system dry. So, let me tell you what I just read. According to the USDA, if the U.S. Congress does not fund this, first couple of days of October is when those families will be going to the grocery store and their EBT cards will not work. That means no food for their families, according to the USDA. Okay, from the SNAP programs. And according to these figures right here, I'm going to go back to this. Whether it's a government shutdown or some economic crisis, basically, the writing's on the wall, folks. They can't keep these programs in line. They can't. There's an $18.2 trillion debt and over $200 trillion in assets, which need to basically be found some kind of situation. Oh, I'm sorry. $18.2 trillion in debt with unfunded liabilities that exceed $200 trillion. So, folks, let me explain something to you. Right there. We're at a debt, but we're already exceeding $200 trillion in liabilities and unfunded liabilities, folks. That's fucking insane. $200 trillion. If you gave me $1 trillion, honest to God, 100%, if you were to give me $1 trillion, I bet beyond a reasonable doubt I could get the best engineers in the world. Now, I'm not trying to rip off Prometheus. To build a spaceship that could go to any frickin' planet, probably from here to from here to Andromeda and back, within a few years, that could frickin', grow crops and everything else on board and do everything and come back. That's with $1 frickin' trillion. We are 18.2. There are no confirmed lunar bases or Martian bases or bases on Titan. Okay, we have debts 18.2 times over that could have funded starships to create colonies in other planets rather. And we have unfunded liabilities that are in 200 trillion range. In other words, there's nothing we can do. We're fucked. Period.